Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 8th episode of Leaders of Tomorrow. I'm your host, Ishan Agarwal, and I've dedicated this series to shining lights on influential and inspiring leaders who can inspire and teach us all. Today, we're diving into the life and legacy of one of our very own Canadian leaders, Pierre Trudeau. Pierre Trudeau served as the Prime Minister of Canada for 15 years, from 1968 to 1979, and then from 1980 to 1984. Let's explore his accomplishments, leadership, and how his teachings can inspire us, especially as students. To start, Trudeau is best known for his role in making Canada a more just and inclusive society. One of his most significant achievements was the introduction of the Official Languages Act in 1969, which made Canada officially bilingual. This act ensured that both English and French were recognized as the official languages of our country. Trudeau believed that recognizing both languages would bring Canadians closer together and strengthen national unity. To everyone listening, remember, unity is the way to go at all times. Let's try to do what we can to be inclusive to the ones around us. Trudeau also played a crucial role in patriating the Canadian Constitution from Britain in 1982. This gave Canada full control over its own constitution and led to the creation of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Because if you didn't know, before 1982, Canada was still operating under the British Constitution. Basically, it was just a colony of Britain that still self-governs itself. But in 1982, Canada became fully independent. The Charter guarantees essential rights and freedoms for all Canadians, such as freedom of expression, equality rights, and the right to a fair trial. As Trudeau once said, a society that emphasizes uniformity is one that creates intolerance and hate. What he means by this statement is that if a society decides to suppress individual cultures, identities, and beliefs, what happens is individual differences are ignored rather than celebrated, which creates intolerance and hate. He ensured that Canada would always be a place that celebrated its diversity and protected individual rights. With this, let's all speak up for one another. It's important that we build a strong community with those around us. In addition to these legal reforms, Trudeau was a strong advocate for multiculturalism. He believed that Canada should be a place where people from all backgrounds could live together in harmony. His policies promoted social tolerance and the celebration of cultural diversity, and his leadership encouraged Canadians to embrace different cultures and perspectives. Trudeau's leadership style was charismatic and visionary. He was known for his bold decisions and his ability to connect with people. One of his famous quotes is, "There's no such thing as a model or ideal Canadian." What could be more absurd than the concept of an all-Canadian boy or girl? This reflects his belief in the importance of individuality and diversity. He saw Canada as a mosaic of different cultures, where everyone could feel included and valued. Trudeau also had a unique way of addressing Canada's relationship with its neighbor, the US. He famously said, "Living next to you in some ways is like sleeping with an elephant. No matter how friendly and even-tempered is the beast, if I can call it that, one is affected by every twitch and grunt." What this teaches us is that even if the elephant, which is the bigger neighbor, is friendly towards us, its movements can still affect us. For us as students, this means that when we're dealing with bigger challenges or people who have more power, like teachers or even older kids, we need to be smart and prepared. We should always stay aware, learn to adapt, and work together to handle whatever comes our way, just like Canada does with its big neighbor, as we may be dependent on them. This humorous yet insightful quote shows his ability to use language to convey complex ideas and his diplomatic approach to international relations. As students in school, we can learn a lot from Pierre Trudeau's teachings and leadership. Here are a few key lessons. Number 1, embrace diversity. Just like Trudeau promoted multiculturalism, we should celebrate the diverse backgrounds of our classmates. Learning about different cultures and perspectives can enrich our education and help us become more empathetic individuals. Number 2, stand up for your rights. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms teaches us the importance of standing up for our rights and the rights of others. Whether it's in school or in our communities, we should always strive for fairness and equality. Number 3, be bold and be visionary. Trudeau's leadership was marked by bold decisions and a clear vision for the future. As students, we should be encouraged to think big, set ambitious goals, and work hard to achieve them. Number 4, value education. Trudeau was a highly educated individual, and he understood the power of knowledge. We should take our studies seriously and always be curious, seeking to learn and grow every day. Take feedback from your peers as a gift, as it can always teach you something. Pay attention to your lessons in school and do your homework. Trust me, any practice will help you. Pierre Trudeau's legacy is a testament to the power of visionary leadership and the importance of creating a just and inclusive society. His accomplishments have shaped Canada into the country it is today, and his teachings continue to inspire us. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Leaders of Tomorrow. I hope you found it as inspiring as I did. Remember, we can all learn from Pierre Trudeau. Pierre Trudeau believed in unity, togetherness, and inclusivity. He created our Charter of Rights and Freedoms so we can all be free and equal. To any teacher, student, or administrator listening, let's all embrace different people and be inclusive and respectful towards them. Let's also give everyone a voice. We should make our communities fair and unified. And don't forget, students, value your education. It is what will help in the future. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and remember that we all have the power to make a positive difference in our spaces just like Pierre Trudeau. Goodbye!